So I tried this production trick in my synchronous evening class last night. Is it going to work now? I'm not sure. I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful, but we'll see. Basically, the idea is often, there's a particular point that I want to emphasize, and it keeps coming up as the answer to questions or as part of the answer to questions that students ask. And so I was using this instant replay to just emphasize that a particular point is like really, really core to understanding what we're doing. So it seemed like it got some student engagement. People pay attention. Will it help with retention? I'm not sure. I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful, but we'll see. So, hey Bill, so it can work like this. So I've got 3 buttons. I've got a couple buttons on my Stream Deck that show replay last 10 seconds, replay next 10 seconds, and play replay. And so I'm in class and I'm talking about the Gordon growth model, and I'm about to introduce the idea that we need R to be greater than G. And so before I say, what I think is going to be this key thing that I know is going to come up a bunch more times, I hit the replay next 10 seconds button. So I hit the button and then I say, so of course the formula is only going to work if R is greater than G. And the formula is only going to work that way. Otherwise we get a negative number in the denominator and the whole thing's going to blow up for reasons that I'm happy to explain later. And then, we explain, we work through whatever, and then we're doing an example problem. And I start by assuming a 0 dividend growth rate. And then I show them some historical dividend data and ask, so what do you think, would be a reasonable assumption about how fast dividends for this firm are likely to grow in the future? And, people look at historical dividend growth and they see in this example that dividends grew at 21% a year over the last 2 years, and they've already assumed something like a 12% expected rate of return for investors. And so then I say, okay, what kind of G do you think we should use? And somebody says, well, let's use 21%. That's the historical dividend growth rate. So I kind of write it up. Okay, let's plug it into the formula. And I say, it looks like we might have a problem. Why are we going to have a problem? And then I answer my rhetorical question by hitting the button on the Stream Deck that says play replay. So okay. So that 21% historical dividend growth rate sounds pretty good. Let's see, is that going to work though? So of course the formula is only going to work if R is greater than G. So anyway, that's kind of how